just got what the... I just got what the episode title means. Oh, oh, oh God. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, hello again, fellow YouTubers. Some Pleasant back with another Breaking Bad episode review, and today we have Season 3, Episode 3, I.F.T. You'll get what that means in a second when I explain everything. So, funny enough, actually, this episode starts off with, us showing how the Mind Turtle guy got his head chopped off. Odd way to start, but at least we know who one of the cartel's people are. You know, we got insight on that, so not a bad way to start off. And we see that Walt no longer cares what Skylar has to say and has decided to move back into the house. Good job, Walter. Nobody cares what Skylar has to say. And Skylar freaks out, calls the cops like a horrible person, and she has no real reason to kick him out of the house. Everybody's happy with it except Skylar. This is a really big Skylar's not happy episode. And I'm okay with that because nobody likes Skylar. So, another big thing we see is that Gus actually knows the cartels, and apparently the wheelchair guy is the Don of said cartel. So they're clearly building something up with that, so that will be very interesting to see in the future. Jesse again is in this episode. He is clearly having problems with the fact that his girlfriend is dead. He keeps calling her number until the number is no longer available. Jesse has some issues that need to be worked out. And throughout all this, Saul just wants Walter to get back in business, which I kind of want too. I kind of want, you know, the whole good old things we had in Season 1 with the whole meth cooking and everything. Can we have that again, please? It's been 7 episodes since we last saw Walt do anything remotely cool with his meth operation, so I'm gonna need something to tie me over in the next episode in order to, you know, fill up for all that. We see that, yeah, this episode mainly is Skylar dealing with the fact that Walt, you know, is a drug manufacturer, and she's trying to cope with that. And at the very end of the episode, quite miraculously, and they set this up like a couple minutes ago, and Skylar just kind of comes home. Walt making supper for Walt Jr. and his friend, like a nice person, you know, because Walt's trying to be a nice person, because the whole reason he started this whole fiasco was to earn money because he would be dead soon, and, you know, he kind of did this illegal thing to kind of, you know, be a good person and keep his family safe for when he was gone, and Skylar decides to just walk into the room and quite bluntly just stares at Walt and says, and I'm going to keep this PG, so you can replace the last word with what... You can replace the second word, the second word with whatever your little minds can come up with, considering the title is I.F.T. She says she screwed Ted, her boss. And she just walks over, starts eating supper with the kids, and I'm just standing there. I'm just sitting here, as Walt's just like, I'm like, because of how blunt she is with it. My God, woman. You are a horrible person. And I know this sounds hypocritical because Walt's making meth and, you know, selling an illegal substance and getting money off it, but he at least has an excuse. It's not that he necessarily wants to do it, he needs money. What's Skylar's excuse for going and having sex with her boss? to get back at Walt, of course, so... Jesus, woman! My god. And I now get why that title is called I.F.T. I get that. I see what you did there, episode. You did that. You did that very well. Wow. I'm getting tired. It's like almost 12 o'clock when I'm recording this, so you can probably guess. So, Skylar is a horrible person. I think we can kind of establish that. It's funny because I'm reading, like, the thing that says Jesse ponders re-entering the drug trade. We barely have seen Jesse for the entire season so far. Like, the last time we saw Jesse for a legitimate amount of the episode, it was ABQ. So we've gone 3 episodes now where Jesse's just kind of been there for a couple of minutes, and he takes up about like 5 minutes of the entire episode. I'm just looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, 10 more episodes of this season. Interesting. Or is it 9? Yeah, it'd be 9. Anyway, so... yeah. Skylar is indeed a horrible person. I do not care for her character that much. Another thing I just remembered, Frank, the brother-in-law, decides to go a little crazy and beat up some potential drug dealers. This brings me back because, again, somebody else commented about this. Apparently, Frank kind of suffers from some PTSD that he apparently got during the mine turtle incident in Negro y Azul. And to be honest, I completely take full responsibility for not seeing that earlier. That was my fault because I should have seen that. I clearly should have seen it and discussed that. So Frank's PTSD is probably going to play a part later. This was a really mean episode. Skylar is a horrible person. My goodness, Skylar. I did like this episode a little bit, though. I did like it a little bit. But we've been having a spell of just people being awful. Just all around awful. Awful people. My goodness. I really hope things get better, which is... the next episode we're going to be reviewing is Green Light. I hope that's a good sign. Yeah. Anyway, this has been Solomon Pleasant, signing off. My God!